Hello again. We're back on, can't even remember what the map's called. And we're saving, of course, every time we press escape. Anyway, it's the base map. One of the base maps anyway. You might remember we looked at the Colossus Combine. It harvested it, it's over there still. We harvested it, well, in about 8 minutes, this entire field. And I thought, well, I'll take a look at, you know, the modded balers I've got. I have a fair few, as you can see, and I've tried to be as appropriate as I can. I've got a lovely 7530 on a nice John Deere baler, T7070 on a New Holland 190, a very nice 18090 on a Heston 4900. I don't know why the decals are doing that. I've got the graphics turned up as high as they'll go. 305 horsepower Massey on this is my favourite baler. 2234 XD. It's the fastest baler I've got at the minute. I can't find anything sort of faster. It's a Fendt 820 on a Krone. Older Krone. I've got some older balers. I like older stuff. Obviously, if you remember this one, my faithful New Holland D1000. Not on a 3670 though. On another overkill 8S205. Class Quadrant 1200. I've had this baler for a few generations of the game. On a Maxim 145. I actually use this in place of this because, you know, I couldn't ever find one of these. They just didn't exist. So you know, if you've ever seen me use this in videos, I like this baler. In fact, I remember, I'm sure it was an FS15 when I had it before. It actually came with a bale computer, and it counted how many bales you did, which was quite a neat little thing. So you could brag about how many bales you'd done. It's quite sad, really. But quite cool as well. And then I've got a 7488 on a big old proper Heston baler, and I thought we'd take them for a bit of a spin. And again, I'll put the links for these in the description. So I'll bring the hood back up, so we'll unfold this one. So this one, I'm sure this one will do. These have all got, I've got the twine mod, so you have to fill these up with twine. You'll see the JCB there with the pallet of twine. Turn it on, drop the pickup. Apparently this is my fastest baler. I didn't realise that. I thought this was my. I'm sure in the shop it shows 12 miles an hour. Apparently I've been wrong for all this time. Interesting. Well, that's quite cool. Alright, if you want a baler that will go 20 miles an hour, get yourself this one. So my second fastest is a 22 Massey. The only thing is, I'm not sure these work with my auto load trailers, so that may go against it, because these obviously are proper Heston balers. This tractor's nice though. I haven't used this one before actually. I do remember these from earlier farming sim. This is the only other downside with the Colossus, is because it's so fast. It actually can't spit out the grain fast enough, so you get these big clumps at the end of the row. So if you're careful, look, it will just spit out a massive clump of bale. Look. So I'm not sure if this is a power problem on this tractor's part, because if I press the cruise control, it should be doing 20. So I'll have to, in fact, if we just turn the PTO off. Animations look good though. You can see the stuffer arms going, look. Does it fill it up? No. Oh well. We just drop the PTO off, lift the bed. Let's drop this tractor off a sec. There you go. Let's just go and get something with a bit more power and just see if it will actually do 20. I don't see why it won't. We may just have to go and buy something quick. piqued my curiosity now, because I, for some reason, thought, let's get a large tractor, 7R, when it loads, for some reason, 352, there you go, that'll do. I've not used this one, I've got loads of new mods that I've not used. Say I can't work at the minute. I'm not very well. You know, the most I can do is literally sit here and look up farming sim mods. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, and I've been enjoying myself. So if this is right, then this is currently the fastest baler without modding the mod. This is the fastest baler I've got and currently know about. So obviously, if you know of a faster one, correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm on the lookout for one of those unrealistic, stupid ones. No, so that is right, 13 miles an hour. I was going to say, I'm sure it said 12 in the shop. Yeah, so currently my fastest one is the XD. So that puts that one to bed. So it's still a good baler, but it's not as fast. The animations are good though. It is a nice baler, and this one's been through a few generations as well. I'm sure it's by the same team as well, ARM modding. Anyway, so we've got the John Deere on the 7530. So this one you can change the bale size, so we can go down to 180 centimeters, 220, 240. So unfold. Oh, wrong button. We have beacons. There are two types as well. I've gone for the slightly bigger one. This one again, because I've got the twine mod, every single baler has twine. Drop the deck. Full speed. That's the big clumps. There you go, it's well charged already. So some of the older ones obviously are going to be slower because they're older. I mean, in real life you're probably not going to be going this fast at all. I mean, you might do. I mean, this is actually quite a thin road. But then again, out the back of a 35, 40 foot header, yeah, nah. Unless it's a really thin crop and you're really lucky and your machine's really well maintained. You know, but animations are good, the machine looks good, you know, it's following the terrain. Tractor sounds good as well. If you want any other mods that you see, just speak up. All the stuffers and everything are working, look. But it's just nice to have so much choice. Again, if you like really into particular brands, you know, I'm not into, you know, I like masses, but I'm not struck on particular brands. Sometimes I like to have varied stuff. I like older stuff specifically. So for me, it's, and I like quirky stuff. So the steering axle works. Look, that's quite cool. I like to just have a variety of things. So for me, this is why I like to have all this sort of stuff. New Holland 7070, 1290. I'm sure everybody's got this one. Everybody's got to have this one. It's an iconic baler. Sure, this one. Yeah, this one will only do 12 as well. And so I'm sure when you know, if you've ever been to like a, you know, New Holland dealer, like I have, and I'm sure lots of you have. I'm sure when these came out, and I'm sure they still sell them as well, these were advertised as no speed limit. You know, the no speed limit baler. You could bale, you know, you could pull as much through this as you physically wanted. And I've seen these balers at some pretty good speeds. So 12 seems a bit harsh, and I'm sure I've had these, I'm sure it's FS17 or FS15, where you could bail at some daft speeds with this. The thing I'm not so sure about is a big gap there, look. Like there's a bale stuck for some reason. That maybe wants an update. It might have been an update, but I know this is the latest update. But not a lot of animation on this one. Not compared to the rest. Not compared to that John Deere anyway. You know, the bed floats. Pickup and everything works, but not a lot of movement elsewhere. But it's still a good baler. Looks nice. And obviously if you're big into these balers, I think the tractors have started the show on this one. Many an hour in one of these cabs. This is nice. Proper setup. So this one, 4900 Heston, is proper old school. If we actually go to the shop, this one has quite a lot of customization. If we go to Balers, find it there. So if we go to model configuration, I just like the old Heston. But you can, I've gone for model old, so all this is exposed. Standard one, look, is the newer version. Look, it's all covered up, health and safety stuff. But you can actually choose 4910. You can choose when it was Fiat Agri New Holland. When it was a newer one, it's got a cage around it. And you can go when it was BB 980. There's Massey Ferguson 190. The US spec one. I really don't know why the graphics are doing that. I really don't. So everything's on high. New Hollands, Case IH, and then back to Heston. So you've got a lot of choice. You have fire extinguishers on it, 2 fire extinguishers, not a blowers. Not that it does anything. Twine storage. You know, you can do quite a lot. Bale chutes, bale chute 1, bale chute 2, accumulators if you wanted to fit that onto it. Obviously the Heston bales, this one's top speed is 9, which you'd expect, but you can run it on 135 horse, so the 180/90 Fiat's more than up to the job. So unfold. There's loads of animation on this one though. Now I've actually got a bit of experience with sort of this generation of baler. When the D1000 died, I told you about, we actually got a 185, or a couple of 185. We couldn't dig it out in this one. I've not used this one. To be fair, I've not used a lot of them, apart from the XD. And yeah, it was a learning curve in 185. Look at that. How detailed is this? It actually sounds quite good, this Fiat as well. Oh, not probably there. Oh, I thought we were going a bit well then. It's a bit loud, this one though, so apologies if you can't hear me very well. Oh, I've only got it on small for some reason. Apparently you can set with bell size on this one. Why would you want to do that? It's supposed to be a Heston baler, but I suppose, you know, it's handy if if you're using normal normal trailers, it's quite handy. But I'm interested to see how it goes from being a Heston to a 240cm trailer. because obviously it's coming out that size, and it's going to magically change. So I might have to just stick with this one to actually eject a baler. Or is that the actual bail length? Oh, it's bail length, so it is still a head. Oh, I see. I see. That's more annoying. So make sure you check that. No, that's actually a pretty sick one. Actually, I like that. Don't like using them in real life at all. But yeah, as a classic, that's pretty sick. Got the Crone Big Pack. This is another classic baler. Unfold. So I use this baler quite a lot. And again, the only reason I like it because it's chrome, it's classic, it's got good animations. Again, the only reason I stopped using it is because I'm trying to get on. And you know, when you can go 50% faster on bigger fields, you just need it. But obviously, now getting back into it, I've got on my, you know, save that I'm started over again, I've got lots of stuff in, so I can take my time a bit. So I probably will actually go back to using we use the D1000 now, just because that's my favourite. To be fair, I've still not used it yet. We're about to use it literally for the first time. But I mean, what more can you say? It's a Crone, you know. Fantastic bit of kit. Steer axle works as you'd expect, so whoever put this together, I can't remember, I will put links in the description, as I say. On a Fen, winning combination, 200 horsepower. Perfect. No, I want this. I want to play with the D1000. So change the bale size. So this is an annoying feature that you can put 240cm bales through it. That shouldn't be allowed. Again, I'm not sure if that's bale length because I've not used it. So let's unfold. So we shall open the cover, let the dust out the knotters. I wish it had put the bale command computer inside. I remember that thing beeping at you constantly. Always not a 4. Always not a 4. We got any animations? Yeah, we got stuff we're ongoing. We got. Oh yeah. Oh, we've got the right beeps. No way. It's got the right bales. Object too heavy. I haven't got the super strength mod. I don't really like that. But yeah, that's pretty bob on. Really handy size bale. You could actually move them around by hand. They weren't easy to move around by hand, but they weren't difficult. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, no, I'm really pleased with that. They are a pain to move with machines because they're quite small. You know, they're not anything like as efficient, but and there's no way you're ever going to go 10 mile an hour with one. In fact, There's only one really good day I ever had with a D1000. I'm sure it was, I think it was it fourth cut? Or, it's got the beeps. It was fourth cut hay, like genuinely fourth cut. It was like really hot summer we had. It was like 2012 or something. Like really hot summer. And yeah, one of the customers was on like fourth cut hay, and the rows were so thin, and it rode up with a hay bob anyway, so they were thin anyway. And I remember being still in low box, but fourth gear, so I was flying, absolutely flying, and it never faulted once, all day. Oh, it was a fantastic day. I've never had so much fun baling in my life, and that was on a D1000. No, I'm chuffed to bits with that. I'm really pleased with that. That's my favourite. Oh, that's brought back some. It's got the right beep as well. But I've got to try the XD just because this is a monster. If you want to get some stuff done, put it on a powerful tractor, change your bale size 240. Drop the pickup and go. So you're making me look stupid now because you're not doing your full speed. I've had this at 15 miles an hour. Is it because it's slightly uphill and this is 13? Come on, I've had you at 15. I promise, 14, there you go. Come on, we're building up some speed now. I promise this does 15. There you go, 15. And it does sit happily there, normally. This is a 300 horsepower tractor, it should have no problem. Yeah, this is the best baler. This is the best baler I know of. End of. The only thing you will have with it, and you might have spotted it on some videos I've done before, is if you roll up hay and you're lazy like me, so you row it up with the big crone, the 6-rotor crone, so you have like really thick rows, and what will happen is for some reason, well, I know what will happen is the rows will go under the tractor at such rate it will shake the tractor around, so that will shake the baler around, and then it will shake the baler about, so when it's ejected it will still be shaking, so it will come out in a bit of a mess. That's the only thing, but that's not the baler's fault, that's just the way the game is, you know what I mean. This is the best baler in the game, fact. The D1000's my favourite. It will be a pain, it will be inefficient, and I'll hate it just as much as I hate it in real life, but I love it because of what it is and what it is to me. But this is the best by far. We've still got the class quadrant, so we'll have a quick play around with the quadrant, even though I've used it for years. So that's not as good because the chains appear and disappear, but this one, as I say, I use this. In fact, I think this one even does have the same size bales. Oh, it's decent animations. So this one I think produces the same size. Yeah, it does, look, as sort of the other bales in the game, whereas whoever built the D1000 has actually made the proper size for the baler. So this is good if you just want a bit of retro but still want to be able to use, you know, the stuff that's in the game. If you actually compare, you can see sort of straight away, look. You see the size difference. But it's a solid baler. It's been around for years. As I say, it's good for retro. It's good for fun. It's not as good as it used to be. I'm sure this used to have a bell computer. But yeah, go and get yourself the XD. Go and get yourself the Heston. Go and get all of them. Just get all of them. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. And don't forget, just forget about the world. See you soon. Bye bye.